Well, this is breaking news, and you heard it first right here on McBLOG. We now have official proof that the Ministry of Health no longer understands biology. In fact, we can pin it down to the exact date that this happened. It was last week. Only women can give birth. It's not exactly an earth-shattering statement, is it? Except if you say it maybe on Twitter or put it on a billboard in Wellington. Only women can give birth. Men just don't have the plumbing, don't have the right equipment. Hey, we couldn't handle the pain anyway. Only women give birth. It's been the truth since day one, and it's still the truth. In fact, Plunket get it. Yep, they say immunisation for mums-to-be. The College of Midwives gets
Our
it.
experience in our hospital is the same as documented worldwide, that pregnant women who contract COVID-19 during pregnancy are more likely to be.
Yep, there we are. Pregnant women. I think women get it also, and so do men. Men get that only women give birth. And up until the 5th of April, in fact, this is from November last year, the Ministry of Health did. Only women give birth. In fact, here's another one, pregnancy and the flu jab. And you'll note this was last updated on the 31st of March. But that all changed. It changed last week on the 6th of April. Check out this one, getting the flu jab. And flu jabs are free. This is updated on the 6th of April. Flu jabs are free for pregnant people. And here's one about COVID-19. Guess when this was last updated? 6th of April. Pregnant people and those who have recently given birth. Yep, it is. It's not just pregnant women giving birth and needing immunisation. Apparently, it's pregnant people. According to the Ministry of Health, they're both from the 6th of April. So 5th of April, it was only pregnant women can give birth. Only women can give birth. On the 6th of April, the Ministry of Health went woke. Yep, biology has effectively left the room of the Ministry of Health. They're telling porkies because we know that only women can get pregnant. But the Ministry of Health doesn't want to say that or wants you to believe otherwise. Now, look, does this matter that they're starting to say pregnant people? Of course it does. It's what I call linguistic gymnastics. It demeans women. It demeans mothers. It cancels mums. It denies nature and biology. To say pregnant people is to perpetuate a dangerous lie and deny biological reality in order to appease a radical sexual and gender ideology. But the truth doesn't change. Only women can give birth. Women are mothers. Men are fathers. Radical, eh? Biology tells a story, but the state seems dead set to distort that story, and we should be concerned at the direction being taken. And look, these issues matter because they concern our understanding of fundamental human nature, who each of us are as male and female. But the Ministry of Health are kowtowing to a radical gender ideology. Actually, it'll be interesting to see how long this episode stays on all our social media platforms, given I'm saying something so controversial. You know, for politicians with birth certificates and now government departments, and especially our Ministry of Health, who you would expect would be the first entity to make a principled stand, a defense of biological truth, for them to be manipulating our understanding of biology in these ways is deeply concerning. Now, one other thing. Speaking of gender ideology, it must be exhausting for the Green Party to try and juggle their confused woke gender ideology. You know, when the definition of marriage was being re-engineered because one man and one woman is so hateful, intolerant and bigoted, the Green Party actually had in their rules that the leadership of the Green Party had to be one male, one female. Sort of like marriage. So bigoted. So it began with Jeanette Fitzsimons and Rod Donald, then to Materia Toure and Russell Norman, and the current duo Marama Davidson and James Shaw. And they wanted cabinet membership, the makeup of our ministers of the Crown, to also be 50% male, 50% female. Well, it's time to redefine leadership in the Greens again. And once you get confused on biology, it's all downhill from there. Now, they effectively want to get rid of the male because males are very yesterday under critical theory. Males, especially white males like James Shaw, are the problem under critical theory. Former Green MP Sue Bradford says it's a good move. She says, during my time, the biggest question was, could the party ever accept there not being a male in the leadership? And I think it's very progressive that the party is seriously taking this option. So according to Matthew Hooton in the New Zealand Herald, these are going to be the new rules. The rules are going to change, and instead it's going to require one leader to identify as a woman and the second as any gender. Now, they're also expected to introduce a rule requiring one to identify as Māori and the other as any ethnicity. So does that make 4 co-leaders? And just when you thought you might be able to understand it, the New Zealand Herald commentator goes on to say, on the sex rule, using male and female excludes intersex people and has uncertain implications for transgender people. But changing the words to the genders man and woman would still exclude intersex people in the entire non-binary community. The issue hasn't been easy for the Greens. That's the understatement of the year, isn't it? It hasn't been easy for most New Zealanders either. Being woke is very tiring. Replacing biology with ideology was never going to end up well. Not for the Greens, not for the Ministry of Health. Let's keep speaking biological truth. It's not tiring or confusing.